income inequality is greater than it has ever been in human history. And life for those living in the very richest countries in the world is very different than for the poor. We refer to the richest countries in the world as more economically developed countries, or MEDCs. In the year 2000, 20% of world population were living in MEDCs. In contrast, 80%, more than 4.7 billion people, lived in less economically developed countries, or LEDCs. This inequality is predicted to worsen by 2050, with as little as 10% of world population inhabiting more economically developed countries. Although wealth is an economic factor, variations in wealth affect quality of life. In this way, health, literacy and housing are examples of social indicators of wealth. Therefore, development can be measured in both economic and social terms. In more economically developed countries, like Norway, America, and Japan, life expectancy is high, above 70 years, due to good standards of living. Most people have access to clean running water and electricity. Children have access to free education. And after buying food and clothing, people often have money left over, called disposable income, that they can spend on consumer goods and luxuries. High standards of living produce a largely skilled, healthy and productive workforce, which help to sustain the economic health of a nation. More economically developed countries tend to focus on secondary industries such as manufacturing, trading with less economically developed countries for raw materials, from which they can produce more valuable secondary products. In fact, many people believe that it's their unequal trade relationships with poorer countries which keeps MEDCs wealthy by comparison. Just as the cycle of poverty in less economically developed countries is sustained by poor living standards and poorly developed industry, high living standards and advanced industry produce conditions which sustain the wealth of more economically developed countries.